In terms of vision, probably at that stage, I don't think I had the vision to know where I was going to end up then either. I started it, in effect, I stopped being an employer for the company I worked for and just being an employee for the people that were my customers. So I was just more like a consultant than I was a business owner. But it suited me at the time because it allowed me to go and do little bits of work and then not to work when I didn't want to, and I could work part-time, and it fitted around having children. So they're 2.5 years apart. So that gave me that time to spend with them when they were very small and very young before they went to school. When they went back to school, or when they went to school, I started to just increase my hours a little bit and increase them a little bit. So probably for the first 5 or 6 years, I played with having a business. I wasn't really a business owner. I wasn't really an entrepreneur. I was just working for other people as they contracted out and needed help doing training. So my company, we do training, we do consultancy, we do project management. We don't sell any hardware, we don't sell any software. All we do is help people. So if somebody's got a problem with Excel, we'll go in and help them. If they're struggling with Sage, we go in and help them. If they're looking for a new computer system, if they're looking for a new supplier, we'll go in and help them find one. So it's all services, what we do. And for all that time, that first sort of 5 or 6 years, it was just me working on my own. But then my husband decided he wanted to set his business up as well. And he moved into my little office at home. So I've got a little converted garage I had. And being an insurance broker, there's a lot of paperwork that's involved in that, a lot of admin. So he had a lady called Julie, and I'll tell you a funny story in a minute about that. But he has a lady called Julie who came into work as our office manager. So suddenly, in my little space that I'd carved out for me, we've gone from 1 to 3 people, and it's a squash. He then needs to take somebody else on, so we end up with somebody else in my little office, and I end up having to move into the dining room. Then Peter finds he hasn't got enough room to work in there either, so he's in the kitchen. So now I've lost my entire house. So everything's been taken over, at which point I had a complete sense of humour failure, and we went and found offices. But that was really good because it spurred me to actually start looking at employing people. And I wanted to expand my business, I wanted to do more, but I found that I was having to say no to people because there's only 24 hours in the day and you cannot expand that no matter what you try to do. So I took on a lady called Sue, who now works for me 4 days a week, and she is absolutely fantastic. Julie does some training for me as well, so that's brilliant. And I have Tommy, who's just started working for me, and I have a lady called Sula, who does a lot of my marketing stuff. But the other reason why I wanted to set my business up is to have control over my life. Having worked for other people for 15 years, that was great. It taught me a massive amount that there's no way I could have learnt that and those skills without having worked for other people. But I didn't want that to just be the whole of my career. I wanted to have that control over my own destiny so that if I wanted to work, I could work. If I didn't want to work, I didn't have to work. And that still stands true today. And I love the fact that I never ever have 2 days that are the same. I just don't. So today, I'm here with you guys. This afternoon, I'm talking about something called Dream IT with CompTIA. Tomorrow I've got the day off, so I'm going shopping with Julie.